Hi guys, it's been a while since I last checked in, probably about 5 months actually. And I just wanted to give you guys an update on what was happening. For those of you who don't know me, I started a video blog about 5 months ago, The Journey to Heal My Body Naturally. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia about 20 years ago. Well, I've had fibromyalgia for about 20 years, but it went undiagnosed for quite a while. I also have IBS and I've been diagnosed with that for about 12 years. And 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with the most debilitating problem out of them all, interstitial cystitis. Now, for those of you who don't know what it is, it may not seem like something big, but if anybody out there has had a urinary tract infection, you kind of know how it feels. So it's a urinary tract infection without having any bacteria or any reason to have a bacteria. What it is is an acidic bladder. So your bladder is scarred and has cuts in it, and every time you consume something, it's almost like pouring acid on a wound. So I was in constant pain. It was debilitating. I spent a lot of my time crying, just not wanting to do anything sometimes, not even wanting to live, to be honest with you. It was just that depressing. I also put on 50 pounds from the medication that I was given, and that was also a huge issue with me, because the days that I did feel better, I didn't want to go out because I was so overweight. It had just really taken somebody who was full of life and had so much going and changed me into a very depressed human being who didn't want to do much. Two things actually changed the way that I decided to deal with this issue. The first thing was my stepson. I had promised to take him to the beach, and it had fallen through once before. And the second time when I said to him, we're going to the beach, he said to me, are you going to feel better, because you're always sick, and that's why we don't end up going anywhere. And he didn't say it to hurt my feelings, but it certainly made me feel bad enough to go, I can't have somebody thinking this about me, because in all the years that I have been sick, the one thing I never wanted anybody to do was either one, feel pity for me, and I never wanted to disappoint anybody with any of my issues. And it turns out that I was disappointing him. So that was the first thing. The second thing was I went to the doctor, and it turned out that the medication that I had been on for my IC was actually damaging my liver. And it kind of struck me then, why am I taking medication that's making me sicker? So with that, I decided to find something else. And that something else, I read up on Google somewhere that someone had tried supplements, marshmallow root and quercetin and that kind of stuff, and it had started to heal their bodies. And I figured, that's true. If I have to be on this medication for the next 40 years of my life, I might as well try and find a way to stop what's happening so that I don't even need the medication. So I went to my friends who are both vegan, and I told them about my plan. And their initial thought was, hey Anna, why don't you just become a vegan and you can just heal your body through the foods, because you can get all of those supplements through the foods. At first I was like, I'm not really ready to do that, stick to the IC diet, and the IC diet tells me I can eat meat, and I just really want to juice and see what else I can do. So they sent me home with a bunch of books, and I went home and I juiced. If you look back at my videos, you'll see that even a month into it, I was still not feeling great. So I saw this book. One of them gave the book to me, and it was The pH Miracle for Weight Loss. And I decided to ignore the weight loss part and focus on the pH Miracle, because as I said before, the problem with my body is that, it's acidic, and my bladder was acidic, and I need to try and find a way to balance it out. And somewhere in this book, it actually explained to me that meat was highly acidic. Now, they don't tell you this in any kind of IC diet, but I decided to try it, especially seeing that I had heard on somebody else's blog that your bladder heals itself according to the food that you eat every 49 days. I was like, oh, I'll try it. Well, I went on a strict plant-based diet, vegan diet, and I've been on it now for just about 5 months, and I am so thrilled to tell you guys that I am feeling 98% better. It has been a journey for me that I cannot explain to anybody. A journey in finding myself, in finding out how strong I am, in finding out what I'm capable of. I have learned so much about people and their love for me, and I've found out a lot about myself along the way. We're also quick to take medication and put in our body. And, this is nothing against all of my doctor friends, because I think you guys are fabulous and you've done so many things to help me out. But I'm pretty sure a doctor would love someone to be like, something, why is this happening to my body? Is there anything I can do to stop it or prevent it? And that's what I decided. Rather than having to go back to my doctor every month crying in his office, being like, I'm in so much pain, I decided that the next time he was going to see me, I was going to be like all smiling. And I decided to take control of my health, and that's what I did. And I'm not going to tell people that you have to stop eating meat, and meat is what is making you sick. But I'm going to tell you that having come off of meat and dairy and cheese, well, cheese is dairy, but you get what I'm saying, eggs, any kind of animal product, by coming off of those, I have put all of my problems into remission. I very rarely ever have pains for my fibromyalgia. My IBS is, I would say, probably 98% better. And my interstitial cystitis, my worst days now are how my best days were 8 months ago. And I can eat so many things that I could not eat before. Even though they tell you on the IC diet that you can't eat a lot of these things, I have, been able to eat so many things, and it's amazing. I still stay away from coffee. I do my best not to have anything carbonated because it's not good for you. And chocolate, I very rarely have it, but when I do, it's a vegan now. But pretty much I eat tomatoes. I have lemons. The only fruit I will tell you that probably has an effect on me after I eat a whole pile of it is pineapple. And as I said, it's still like the best days that I had 8 months ago. That's how much pain I'm in. So it's not that bad. I'm so proud of the steps that I've made and how far I've come and where I'm going to, that I feel like I need to stand on a roof and shout it to everybody, like, if you have a health issue, research it. And don't be afraid to not go on the medication that you're being given, because medication have side effects, and side effects you need more medication for, and it's just a cycle. And you need to look at the reason as to why you're sick and why you're feeling this way. And I can promise you guys that if you change the way you eat, you'll feel better. Even if you're going to stay on meat, I would say go organic and be very strict in what organic means and how people actually treat the meat that's, being processed. A lot of people claim to be organic and they're not. I will also tell you that you have to eat organic fruits and vegetables. There's some things that I kind of have a hard time finding, so I might slip back, but I try my best at, most cases to eat organically. I'm also gluten-free. That's been a huge change as well, especially for my IBS and my fibromyalgia. And just generally, just feeling a lot better. I didn't lose a whole lot of weight, probably about 10 pounds when I started, and it's a journey that I'm going to continue on. But this the journey that I've been on so far has also taught me to accept the way that I am, because the reason I'm this way is not because I did this to myself. It was because I was sick, and my weight is almost like a scar. You know, when something happens to somebody and they survive and they're able to show people like what they took from it, like my weight is almost like my trophy. It might sound ridiculous to people, but I am getting through a debilitating disease. I have 3 chronic illnesses. Some people choose not to even go to work because of them. And every day I get up and I do my best. And I'm so proud of myself. And I'm so proud that I push myself through, the pains. And I'm so proud that now that I've tried to do everything, it's finally working. And I am medication free. I threw away probably about $200 worth of medication the other day, and I'm proud of where I'm going to. And I would so love if everybody could, just follow in my footsteps. I don't want to be like all preachy and born again vegan, but it's one of those things where I want to stand on a rooftop and scream it. Like every time I hear somebody complaining about how they're feeling, I'm like, just try it, please. Just try it. All you have to do is just try it. You'll see how better you feel. Like I try to go on all the IC networks and stuff and write, and on Facebook on the IC networks, and tell people like, don't take this medication. Just try going vegan for a couple of months and see how you feel. And definitely not just vegan, it's plant-based vegan as well. So we need to cut out all the processed foods that we're eating as well. If you guys have any questions or need to find out anything, please feel free to message me. Those of you who know me personally, please email me or give me a call. I'd be so willing to share like what I did to get to this point. It's an ongoing journey, and I'm super excited about where I am now, and I just hope that I can continue to get better and feel better. And I'm just really excited about life now, which is great. Thanks so much to everyone for being such a huge support along the way, and thank you so much for dealing with the miseries that have come and gone. And I just really hope that you guys know that you have seen what I have done and how far I've come. I hope that I can inspire you to want to do better for yourselves and for your children as well, because truth be told, we give our kids a lot of crap nowadays. So the more processed foods you can cut out of your diet, please do it as well. That's a huge issue. In any case, I like to chat a lot. So if you want to just message me separately, as I said, go ahead and do that. But I'm out for now. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. I really appreciate it.